Choose life. Choose a job. Choose a career. Choose a family. Choose a fucking big television. Choose washing machines, cars, compact disc players, and electrical tin openers. Let's get into it. So that intro was from one of my favorite movies, Trainspotting. Now, why did I choose that to be the opener for this episode? Is it because I'm currently watching Trainspotting? Maybe. But in reality, it's because I truly, at this point in my life, I truly do choose life. So this may be a difficult episode for some people to listen to. So just know right off the bat, we're going to be talking about suicide. We're going to be talking about depression. But mostly, we're going to be talking about choosing life. So today, I got some rather bad news. A friend of my brother's committed suicide this morning. And since December, that is a third person that I've heard who's committed suicide. In December, a friend of my cousin's had committed suicide. And a few weeks ago, a guy from AA, from a group that I used to belong to, he committed suicide as well. And as you can tell, this is a little difficult for me to talk about. So just bear with me. We're going to get through this together. Now, anybody who has followed me on my YouTube channel knows that I have dealt with some severe depression in my adult life. Just a few years ago, I was 5150 because of suicidal thoughts, and my 72-hour hold turned into a 92-hour hold or something like that. It was like 4 days that I was there in the loony bin. So I kind of understand where these people are coming from. How it seems at times that life isn't worth living. It seems like there's no hope and things aren't ever going to get better. And I can tell you from personal experience that, things do get better, but it takes a lot of work, and you got to go through a lot of pain. My my last episode, I was talking about going through pain, and oddly, I was talking about how I'm actually very happy where I am mentally and emotionally. My mental and emotional health is good at the moment. But that can change. I don't think I'm ever going to be out of the woods, mentally or emotionally speaking. There's always a chance that something can happen that sets me off. I don't know. There could be something that happens and I start drinking again, and that's going to be, a downward spiral into depression. I can guarantee you that. But, overall I'm in a decent space, mentally and emotionally. But, getting that news today started me thinking about, all the people who aren't here, not just because of suicide, but just, people that died, my father, my wife, and just a few years ago, my sister-in-law, committed suicide. So this is, this has been an unfortunate pattern lately. And I know with everything that's been going on with the pandemic, I think that has really, really fucked up a lot of people, mentally and emotionally. I think there's a bunch of people out there who are, lost and are feeling like there isn't any hope, but I'm here to tell you there is. I know it's difficult to talk about these things because I don't want to talk about how I was depressed all the time and how I didn't want to live anymore. But there's help, there's so much more now than there was just a few years ago. And you can always, there's the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. Let's see, that number is 800-273-8255. And believe it or not, I had called that number once in my life. That was, maybe 15 years ago, if that, 12 years ago, something like that. But there is help out there. I'll put the number in the description of this episode. So if you didn't catch it, it'll be there for you. And I'm a big I don't want to say fan, but I read a lot of existentialist authors. I like existentialism. It kind of feeds into my absurdist personality. There is a quote from Albert Camus that I think fits this episode and is a good way to end it. He wrote, "There is but one truly serious philosophical problem, and that is suicide. Judging whether life is or is not worth living amounts to answering the fundamental question of philosophy." And there you have it. That is the fundamental question that everyone who suffers from depression has to answer. Is life worth living? And I got to tell you, it is worth living. Now, if you had asked me that question when I was 5150, I might have given you a different answer. And like I said, that was like, 3 years ago, 4 years ago? I think 4 years ago. So, yeah, a lot can change in 4 years, And my life isn't perfect. You guys know that. But it's a lot better than it was 4 years ago, I can tell you that much. And I have answered that philosophical question. Is life worth living? And I think, yeah, it is worth living. So, if you're having a hard time, if you're going through it like so many people are, reach out and get some help, because suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. I know it doesn't seem like it's temporary when you're going through it, but trust me, it is. So reach out, get some help, talk to somebody, call that hotline. But don't do something that you cannot ever undo. And if you know somebody who is going through it, who is dealing with depression and battling it day in and day out, take some time and be kind to them, right? We need to be kind to each other because we're all we've got, So, like I said, choose life. You're gonna thank me for it later on. So that's all I got. Be safe out there. Be kind to each other, and know that things are always going to get better. We'll see you guys next episode.